I'm very excited about this because I use these exchanges, and I think like most of us, we generally we utilize the exchanges, the centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, and we may not know really what's going on behind them. I think this is a great opportunity. So the first thing I'd like to do, maybe just brief introductions from each of you.
All right, I will start. Hi everyone, my name is Sergey Kunz. I'm co-founder of 1inch, a software engineer, software architect for 20 years. 1inch is a text aggregator. First step, we started in 2019. We combined all liquidity source and blockchain to a single one. Nowadays we push forward debt-based swaps and cross-chain swaps, and introduce also new innovations for institutional and traditional financial industry.
Hi, my name is Niran. I'm the CEO of Binance TH. Binance TH, it's in short for Binance Thailand. Binance TH is a local license exchange in Thailand. We are a separate platform from Binance Global, but we are very closely linked there. And Binance TH is we're focusing on serving Thai residents, whether it's Thai nationals or expats living in Thailand. You guys can use Binance TH.
Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. I'm from KuCoin. I joined KuCoin in 2019, so pretty long time. And we founded in 2017, so also pretty long time. And we are a global exchange. We have 37 million users right now. And we're also trying to establish our business locally and with license. We just got our license in India, in Australia, and also we're seeking for MiCA as well. So hope we could have good news soon.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I get the idea why this panel is getting delayed. This is too comfortable for panels. My name is Kevin. I'm the Chief Business Officer for Gate.io. Gate, as all of you know, has been around for a long time. We're a global crypto exchange, been around for 11 years, so it feels like eternity already. As Chief Business Officer, I do a little bit of everything, usually just like handling hassles, complaints, all the problems comes to me and I try to resolve it for us. Happy to be on this panel.
Yeah, thanks very much for those intros. So as for me, as you know, my name is James. I'm originally from USA, came over to Singapore about 16 years ago. Love the weather, love the people, love the culture, love the food, love being an hour and a half from Bangkok. So I'm the CEO of MedHub Finance, where we have tens of thousands of affiliate members all through the world, staking, mining, claiming, and referring others. We also have a Quest platform. So do check us out, MedHub Finance. All right, well, I think we'll start off the questions. We'll just go right down the row, and then we'll see if people are more interested in certain ones that you can jump in. So the first one, what unique trends or trading behaviors are you seeing now as we're either, I feel like we're in the bull run, some people say we're not quite there. What are you seeing? Like, is it different this time?
So we have seen a huge price increase for Bitcoin, Ethereum, some other assets as well. But did you recognize that the volumes are almost the same? And this is an indicator for me that the institutionals are buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. So, and they have huge pressure. Did you see how it goes up? It's constantly. It's like pressure for other traders who speculate on the prices. So they have like less chance to jump in on properly to jump out. So it's very interesting. So retail is not really buying yet. So we are just in the beginning. And also in general, if you look at the numbers of crypto users, if you compare it with the internet adoption, so I have seen a chart, I'm using it also for my presentations. We are in the year 2000 right now. If you compare us, crypto adoption compared with the internet adoption, so we are very, very early, so it's just starts.
Yeah, I just want to add a little bit, right? At least in Thailand context, right? When using KYC, we actually have a short survey asking them whether you have experienced crypto before, right? And only 30% of them say they have not. So the majority of the users that have onboarded on Binance Thailand at least they are existing crypto users. We haven't seen, like what Sergey said, we haven't seen the flow of new retail coming in yet, right? While Bitcoin at the same time is basically following the last cycle, right? It's going banana right now, right? Why I feel different this time is there's no narrative, right? Last time there's always something to be excited about, some new technology, some new platform, ICO, DeFi, GameFi. There's always something that is the talk of the town. And this time around, there's not much, right? This time around is, well, the only thing that goes up is, well, Bitcoin and the meme coins, right? So I think and like Sergey said, the narrative this time is probably institutional money. You see institutional money pushing Bitcoin further up and up, and the retails, whether they don't catch up or they want to pick something else, they go to meme coins. So these are probably the things I've seen.
So I can remember like 5 years ago, there was another round of bull market. So people was always talking about like the price, and they want to get like 100 times returns of their investments. And I want to focus on like one keyword, which is confidence. We can see that there are more and more institutional clients are joining in, and also more and more local governments, they are like a bit more embracing the crypto market. So also the regulation as well. So when we have a mature environment to support our customers, our clients and our users, they will get more confidence. And also we are shaping our products to help them, like some like AI tools and some risk management tools. When they have a proper support from the product side, from the industry, and I think they're being more mature on their investment as well. So I think the people, they are still there, same people, same group of people there, but their mindset's being mature. So because of the confidence, because like what we have done in this industry.
All right, very quickly, I have 2 points, one of my own and one to respond to the panels. First, meme coins. So just like about 6 hours ago, Litecoin actually on Twitter announcing they now identify themselves as meme coins. As a joke, I don't know, maybe they're for real, but I think that's actually highlighted a very big problem about this cycle is you cannot stand out when there's a sea of meme coin trying to, flood the market. So that's why we also here have actually physical in-person networking as well, different events to see actually deepen layer 1, layer 2, GameFi, DeFi is all coming back. So I think that's key. We have to look beyond the crypto Twitter. And I'm not complaining, right? So like Gate's been like outperforming the market at other exchanges because of the influx of meme coins. The second part is like institutional money is not coming in yet. We haven't seen, I've been working in banking for like 15 years. I know what's like actually institutional money. When we just like sing about the glory of like BlackRock, for example, BlackRock's actually managing clients' money. A retail come in and buy ETFs, they manage the ETF for them, right? So when a BlackRock's actually selling their active like funds and buying into crypto, that's like when the big monies actually come from the institutions.
Institutional money versus retail. So, I mean, look what just happened over in my home country. Department of Government Efficiency by Elon Musk. Doge. What is, I feel like we're in a simulation over here. Anyways, fantastic views there. Thank you for all those. So, I'd say the next one is everyone's either favorite or unfavorite topic, regulation. So how do you, in your individual businesses, see regulation? How are you going through these regulatory changes and challenges? Because you're all global, right? You're all global, and I think each of you probably operate a little differently. This could be a whole panel by itself. So, but let's not let it do that. Let's give just a brief answer to this.
So, in general, if you speak about global, crypto is global. And the second thing, what is global is cash, and everything else is not global. So if you if you're a regulated, centralized entity, you need to be regulated in a lot of countries to cover kind of global presence, but you're not by design global, and crypto is global, yeah? Web3 is global, and this difference kind of makes difficulties for regulators to regulate this space, because they don't really know how to start with this. I met 3 weeks ago a government and regulator of one country, and understood they have actually no idea about Web3 and DeFi, so we tried to explain, and after 2 hours they said, like, your P2P market, and actually you don't need the regulation because it's P2P. So from the feeling, and they have actually invest less time in proper understanding the technology. We try to fix this, also not just us, 1inch, also other projects, also Chaining, for example, is doing a lot in terms of education. Some countries are better, like Switzerland. We got license pre-approval in Switzerland for 1inch institutional product. So our value proposition is non-custodial, best trading venue for the best execution, and without trust, but with providing proofs and the technology what we can do it already. So yeah, here we go. Also from our side, we are also in UAE active, so we are in Dubai with the water regulator in touch. Also kind of pre-approval for also this kind of best trading venue for also tokenized real world assets. So it's also a new narrative what's right now popping up. So actually everything can be tokenized and can be traded 24/7. This is my personal goal to see in the next 5 years. Also stocks, real estate, everything trading on our tech, Web3 tech.
I think your vision is going to come true with RWA. It's the talk of the town. One comment on this. I feel like governments are good at running the country. It's hard for governments to keep up on technology. I'm remembering Senate hearings about Facebook, learning how to use, how the ads work in there. Crypto's 5 levels above this, so we have to wonder how equipped are governments to be able to handle this. Hopefully they've got good consulting agencies who can help them. What's your thoughts?
So I'm probably the only regulated, my whole entity is regulated, right? So I'm regulated by the SEC in Thailand and also the FIU in Thailand, right? So I understand where the regulators are coming from. You have cases where people lose a lot of money because a rug pull or platform just disappeared. Like in Thailand, there was a platform called BX, and one fine day they say, I'm shutting down. The owner left the country. So they feel responsible that they have to do something, or at least somebody will complain, why aren't you doing anything about these crypto platforms? So I get where they're coming from. At the same time, it's very tough, right? Like you said, they usually they are very behind, or they live in a traditional world where they have a significant gap they have to catch up, and it takes a lot of time, right? In the first meeting, we have to explain what a wallet is, what's hot wallet, what's cold wallet. If you don't know that much, how can you come up with a proper policy to regulate? Right? So it's a dilemma where we take it to ourselves to try our best to educate them, but they always refer back to what they know, which is stocks and normal securities, right? They told us like, there must be a separate custodian, there must be exchange, and broker, exchange, custodian is a different value chain. That's all separate. But crypto, we work differently, right? We are all integrated, right? So it takes a lot of time. I do think that having some sort of regulatory oversight makes sense, right? To make sure that they know that this thing is not run by random people. So there must be some level of checks and balance, but too much of it is just gonna make things very, very difficult.
Yeah, maybe definitely one of my favorite questions this year. So as I said, we are having a pretty good progress in the license side. So I can remember we used to only count down our legal and compliance team of all the regulation things. So we will get their approval of all the PR and some to attending some campaigns and events. But after these years, we realized the whole world is moving fast. So if we keep waiting our legal and compliance team to help us to get the approval, it will be too slow. So we started to hold some internal training to everyone in our company to make sure like everybody who working with KuCoin got the proper mindset with the regulation. So we need to know, we need to respect the law, we need to respect the local government. We also need to respect the local market, which is like everyone in this country. So we could protect them. It's not only about license or only about regulation. It's about if you know what you're doing is the right thing. So I think that's what we are doing to improve everything here.
I would like to add the difference between decentralized finances and traditional or centralized finances is that in centralized finance you need to have policies and regulations, but in decentralized finances we have the possibility to write code what is the law, kind of, right, and automatically exclude risks factors. For example, if you have no custody in the protocol, then nothing can go wrong with the funds of the user, right? So no one can steal it, yeah. And for example, in a swap, atomically users get what they expect, not less. And it's written in stone, it's written in a smart contract, in a program that is run on a decentralized computer. And this is kind of two different worlds, yeah? And we need to find a way kind of that we can live here with fast-moving DeFi, where we have 1 year introduced, like in 1 year in DeFi or Web3 is 10 years in traditional world, yeah? And also that the governments can deal with that. Yeah.
So first thing is, whatever the government trying to regulate is not new things, right? So like again, I feel like I'm speaking more like a banker than the CBO of a crypto exchange now. It's like AML, KYC, cybersecurities, all the haircuts with margins, best execution as Sanjay just mentioned. It's like, it's not new thing, it's been around for decades. So we know how to do it, we can do it anytime. We moving quite quickly as exchange. I think all of us agree here. Regulators and governments are the ones that moving slow, as you just mentioned. Government efficiency. That's the thing, not only in the US but like everywhere in the world as well. So I think that's like we are waiting for them to come closer. But my second point is exactly that thing. So in traditional like equities market, you trade K-Bank only in Thailand but not in Hong Kong. You trade HSBC in Hong Kong, UK, maybe ADR in US, but you can't trade in Thailand. So it's not fungible in a way. So they can make the regulations at their own pace. But Bitcoin's peers, it's pretty much fungible in any jurisdiction. So they now realize that among jurisdictions, they're actually competing to each other as well. So they have to make it quicker. They have to make it more friendly for us to come to their country. I think that's the key trend that I'm seeing right now.
That's a fantastic view. I didn't hear that before, so that's awesome. So on to new technology, right? We've got all this AI going around here, making our life better, maybe. What do you feel new technology trends are going to be used for innovation to bring more users to your platform? Or is that even a mode that you operate in?
So from our side, we recognize that people are using more different blockchains. So we see right now like every day new layer 2 popping up. So everyone is doing on layer 2. Yeah, and the liquidity became fragmented. And it's not just on the DeFi. If you look on crypto in general, you have also Bitcoin, you have Dogecoin, Litecoin, whatever often is there. And theoretically, not theoretically, also practically, we can already use this in fully non-custodial decentralized manner. This is what we are pushing from our side. Our cross-chain solution, for example, we introduced intent-based, so user just create an off-chain order, similar to centralized exchange, but highly safety for the user because it's atomically based on a hash-time lock contract, for example. It's a thing what one guy actually suggested on Bitcoin Talk Forum in 2013, why we are not using hash-time lock contracts for atomic swaps. And somehow no one implemented it yet, so we are pushing this narrative forward, and it works already very well. Bitcoin is coming soon also on our platform and other UTXO blockchains. Yeah, this is kind of the narrative that I see in terms of like AI things. Okay, a lot of companies put just buzzwords in the name of the company or description, but there are good use cases for AI things. I have seen some startups, they're building intent-based protocols to create orders, so tasks for someone who generate content with AI models. And someone who generate this content, they get paid through this kind of Web3 DeFi approach. It's just a protocol that manage the payments and also the task management. And it's really cool approach. So you avoid centralization. And also payment subscriptions, payment channels. Also one thing what we see in Web3 right now. Just imagine Netflix is managing hundreds of millions of subscriptions. It's huge effort, and the complexity grows with every subscription of user. But you can do it easily with one smart contract with constant complexity, with O1 complexity. And this is like only 50 lines of code. And as soon we moved to this technology, as we moved from paper to digitalization, like to internet, we will become much more efficient in a lot of industries.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. I love what you went there with the AI tasking and agentic workflows. I'm actually working on a project like this with MetaHub, so that's the future. It's very exciting. And Netflix, you brought up Netflix. Netflix used to be, I mean, they still are very good at the algorithm, but are they really catching the latest trends? Maybe not. Niran.
I have a very generic answer to this. So, well, AI is great, right? So today, the panel discussion asks ChatGPT to prepare me the answers, right? Whether they're good answers or not, that's another question, right? But I got the answers, most of it, right? And at Binance, we also start coding using ChatGPT. So we create some models with ChatGPTs. So it's great. I think it's gonna take our productivity to the next level. Other than that, I feel like the other thing that, Sergey already mentioned, I think real world assets is going to come, right? A lot of projects I met this week, they are talking about tokenized condominium in Dubai, condominium in the US, in Thailand. So I think real assets will come. I just don't know how scalable it is if it's that small. So we'll have to see. And I also have the same vision where we can sort of see real-time settlement about all securities in the world. Maybe not 5 years because it's all regulated, maybe 10 years. But that would be awesome if they can trade Tesla stock 24/7.
So talking about AI, as you mentioned, Netflix. So one of my favorite show, Black Mirror. I think like most of you might really watch it. So talk about AI. I think it's gonna change the game, not because of it's gonna like help us to do this and do that. We need like less people, less employees or something. It's because right now we use like facial recognition system when you're trying to transfer your funds on your like iBank apps, and also transfer your funds between crypto exchange. And if one day they can fake like everything, like this, like your signature, your face, your picture, we definitely need another side, which would be deepfake side. So if any like developers here, you're working on it, I want to like definitely want to know more about your work. So we need to like based on AI, we need to a more mature and a improved like payment system. So our focus will be more on the payment side because of its utilities and the real use case. And also Kevin mentioned when you're trying to like send your money like cross border, then back to the core concept of the blockchain, which is to like Bitcoin is designed to solve the unsolved problem in the traditional finance industry. So I think payment will be maybe the game changer.
Okay, so my marketing team's gonna hate me because like none of my answers so far is like promoting the exchange. Two answers again. First thing, I think it's like really practical application of AI in the futures that we're seeing realistically. First thing is like when you're playing an RPG game and you talk to all the NPC, I think in soon enough futures that they would not repeat the same line every time they talk to them. It will be more lively conversation with the help of AI. I think that would be amazing. At least for me, I'm a gamer. The second thing, since like you guys like mentioned Netflix and movie as well, I think that would be a technology where you can rewatch any movies in the past with a new camera angle that reconstruct by AI. So you can rewatch your favorite Star Wars movies, but like in a completely new angle, and then a completely new angle, and keep rewatching it with the help of AI. I think these two, if you have a project working on it, share it to me. I'll personally invest into them. Okay.
So I've heard something that I wasn't completely aware of. I've learned something here about retail participation, because as I look at charts, line goes up. I'm seeing number of wallets going up in many different projects. But you're saying that from real analysis, retail hasn't really come into this new bull run yet. So are you doing anything about it? Well, what are you doing about it? Do you feel like you should do something about it? Or is it just going to happen and you don't have a lot of control?
Yeah, for me it's just an indicator that like huge wave is coming. So, like we always look on our numbers at 1 inch, and actually over like last 2 years we have seen almost the same market volumes, and of course they're like tapping a little bit, pumping a little bit, but on average it's almost the same. And it's like, this, we call it, in my country where I'm coming from, the silence before the storm. So, and I think it will like really escalate quickly very soon.
Gotcha. Narun. So Narun, country of Thailand, what is your goal to onboard everyone in Thailand?
Well, truth is the Bitcoin is helping me already, right? So I don't have to do
good.
that much. I think there's a lot of people who still don't know about crypto and digital assets in general, right? And obviously the whole hype helps, right? At the same time, I think we are usually the party poopers. We have to say, oh, digital assets come with risk, blah 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 blah. We have standards because it's a regulatory requirements, right? But yes, so what we are doing right now is we are partnering with a lot of local partners, let's say telcos, let's say payment companies, right? Because hype alone is not enough. You have to go through certain channels to do user acquisition, and partnership is great. We have done a lot of partnerships in the past. We partnered with the AIS, which is the largest telco here. We got a lot of users from that campaign. So yes, we do our part to educate and get more users as an ecosystem player.
Alicia, your thoughts on retail? How are we going to get more retail in here? I haven't asked the question, how do we onboard the next 1 billion users? I think everyone asked this, but it's the same idea. What's the idea about user acquisition? How can we do it better as an industry? How can KuCoin improve?
Yeah, so I travel a lot. I always love to talk to people, whoever they're investors or not, they're retailers, institutional clients, and we realize that user education is the key, because you don't want to push them. You don't want to push people to trade cryptocurrencies. You don't want to drag them into this industry and make them just put their money in and telling them that. So a couple years ago, people will say if you're going to invest in cryptocurrency, you're gonna lose your money. And now they're saying if you're going to invest in cryptocurrency, then you're going to make lots of money. That's actually even more scary. So as long as we provide a proper environment, as long as we provide more and more resource for our users to be better educated, they will have more confidence of every movement they're going to make. And we definitely don't want everybody just jump in and lose all of their money and then jump out and another round. Actually, our users are I think most of our users are long-term users. So like they are still here, like from a couple years ago, and they're still alive, and they're satisfied of their investment, of their trading strategies. So education will be our the most important key. We also know that most of the time people don't learn things without any purpose. So we even work with other projects to launch a learn and earn program to add more incentives to attract them to get know more about the technology side, the blockchain, how they're working, and not only just focus on the price.
Gotcha. So I just got the 2-minute flash sign, which means, Kevin, we're not going to rush you, but make it fast. Because I have one more question that's going to be really
Right.
fast.
So instead of 2 points, I'll make 1 point. So I think the key is B2B. So to onboard the next 1 billion, look at whatever other business already have 1 billion users. Is it going to be like Apple Pay? Is it going to be Visa card or MasterCard? We work with them, right? I think that's key. Just very similar to the ETF conversation we had. Anyone have a brokerage account can buy ETF and then can access the crypto. Like, do I know how to buy a barrel of like crude oil somewhere in like US? I don't, but I know how to buy like oil ETF, right? I think that make everything agnostic to the users. They don't have to care about the technology or the hassle about custodying crypto asset.
Gotcha. Now this is the lightning round, okay? Like 20 seconds, because I don't want to be pulled off the stage. How do you see DEXs and SEXs working together? Is it just one or the other, or is there some synergy here?
We are all crypto, so we work together already.
Yeah, we have to coexist. It's actually serve different purpose and different segment of users.
We love DEX because our users love DEX, so we work with DEX.
That is a fantastic answer, Alicia.
I think there will be some interesting case of like a hybrid of like a DEX and SEX just coming up as a hybrid exchange as well.
Well, thank you very much for the lightning round. I'm honored to be here with these guests today. Honestly, I'm glad to be here. I feel like I learned something, and I hope all of you did too. Cheers.
Okay.